Hey guys, yeah, the camera got off just a second ago. Hey guys, Crowbat1 here, and welcome to a Skyrim Let's Play because I am bored out of my mind, and I thought, do you know what would be good today? How about something to do about a game that I really like to play? So let's go for a Khajiit. I'm gonna not try to role play, but go for a let's play. I'm using the Khajiit name that I kind of use a lot. Mado, which means young warrior, but except for with the name, this one's gonna be a bit misleading. Reason behind that is he's a restoration mage, who's also going to be used in sneak and kind of like assassinating. So I guess you can I guess if you can find a Khajiit name for kind of like an assassin, then yeah, that's oh well, and I forgot.
Now the Empire is going to put you down and restore the peace. What was that?
Had to adjust the volume.
Carry on.
Yes, General.
I couldn't hear anything, so I figured you guys couldn't, other than me talking.
Your souls to Imperius. Blessings of the eight divines upon
For the love of Talos, shut up and let's get this over with.
Ah. Sorry about this. It's kind of like all these are going to go up raw, but next time I'll try and be a little bit more cautious on where I place my camera. I suppose, anyway, because I don't yet. I may not have the proper recording equipment, but yet I just want to film. So, it's currently I am trying to get the whole screen. There we go. Hopefully that's worked. Ow, my leg. Don't think I was meant to click. Okay.
Come on! I haven't got all morning.
But before that little incident, I
My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperial.
filmed what I could. This won't be this will be a let's play until I decide that it can't continue anymore. So like if, say for example, if I get up to a decent level or if I get every achievement in the game, I'm gonna kind of like strive to get the rest of the achievements. I don't have many to go. I was about to something, but I'm pretty sure via editing I can add that in.
I said, next prisoner.
To the block, prisoner. 5 seconds.
I don't like you, and I never will. So, so I'll be reaching kind of like past level 50 in a cheapsy way, so I will be grinding in one way I know how. So it's like, say for example, if you see me in one episode and I'm kind of like level 1, and the next minute I'm kind of like, say for example, right now I'm level 1. So if I decide to end the recording, well, pause the recording here, which I can do, which I don't think I could do, which means I can do what I want. So if I wanted to, if I knew I was going to fall, I could have paused it and then sorted it all out. Right, I'm not going to bother with anything from you guys. Because last time you didn't come up and you didn't spawn. Which kind of annoyed me. Oh, hello. Was not expecting to get up here. Well, that was unexpected. Get out of my way. I mean, so I will be doing everything in accordance of kind of like, I will be using a spellcaster, and I will be specifically going into conjuration. So I'll be going into 2 schools. Well, 3 schools. Actually, technically, well, before, but I'll be wearing a. So I'll also be going into enchanting, which means so I'll be kind of like taking rings and kind of like wearing them, enchanting armor, and I mean kind of like not heavy armor, but I mean kind of like light armor. Though you can have a heavy armored mage. I'm really tired.
Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off.
You really want to have a dangerous kitty cat running loose.
There should be plenty of gear to choose from. I'm going to see if I can find something for these bones.
What I'm gonna say for his backstory is, I come up with a backstory for all my characters, is he was wandering past, found the Imperials, found the Stormcloaks, beat the living, or cast the living heck out of them. I'm currently unable to do my usual routine of wording, and so that's put a massive strain on me. Says hell for me, but you don't get to see the living daylights, and nor do you. Other than that mistake, I will not be collecting weapons. Spells, on the other hand, like conjuration and all that, so I'm necessarily be kind of like wanting to buy things and kind of like sell things, so it will become bartering as well. But I mean, say, I will show you the skills I will be going into. I will be going into this one. I'll be going into conjuration, destruction, alteration, and enchanting. And if I decide to legendary them, which means start everything all over again, just so I can get my mana, my magicka up to, well, more than needed to. Also, I'm not wearing any armor, and this is the only place where iron weapons are actually nullified to act as if you were wearing armor, which currently kind of sucks. Usually, if you're doing a warrior class build, not a mage class, and doesn't use any spells until they get kind of like the mage's gear that's up ahead. I mean the decent stuff of that, which increases destruction. I mean, so I tend to slaughter him because he deserves it. Maybe. Because I mean, so I thought he'd have the key. Yes, I have played Skyrim before, so I know he doesn't actually have a key. But my character thought that it would have a key to get out of here, which I didn't want your weapon, but okay. I'm literally just going to be taking every bit of armor off bodies I can find. I mean, so this is a way to get so many different lockpicks at once. Regarding the Dawn Guard situation, actually no, screw it, I'll also be working on my illusion. So I'll be working on every school of magic. So that will include restoration, so mine's a very not fussy mage. Every spell he will try to learn. So I'll be kind of like mastering destruction, which I won't be doing until I get my first conjure. Well, technically I wouldn't do it until I get conjuration, but I've already got sparks. But the first thing that I will be doing is the specific schools that I'll be going into within the different schools. So, for example, if I choose to go with lightning, so sparks, which I probably will do, because I like lightning, or it's either frost spike, because I don't like frostbite, or Ice Rune, but to be honest, it's more for different spells. I'll be using different elements. So, for example, instead of Fire Bolt, I'll be using Ice Spike instead of Lightning. I'll use Chain Lightning because that's a massive addition to kicking most people in the rear end and stuff. So I mean, so it'll prove most beneficial. And overall, the main spells I will be using will be in the Conjuration tree of. I mean, so I'm running out of things that I really want to say, but because I don't have anything decent to go for, I mean, it's like, well, why not just talk about kind of like just some random things that I've been encountered recently. I didn't want a bow because I'm not going into, well, technically I will be, but that'll be only through the bound bow, which gives you 100 arrows every time. So no matter what, you got a bow. It'll be a Daedric bow, and a decent one at that. As I am currently doing this, it makes it easier for me. See, I'm glad I can pause my recordings now. So now it means I can, say for example, I'll be interrupted, so I can knock on the door. I can then pause, and you guys won't have to put up with it, unlike before where I'd have to currently leave the room or actually scrap the recording as a whole and start again. Screw it. Spiders. I hate them. I wasn't even holding down the trigger. This person will be doing the Thieves Guild questline, but only for the sneak. I know you guys are probably yelling at me saying, so why are you doing that? That, and the only time that he will be pickpocketing, I'm used to playing female characters because it's, I guess, easier for me to make builds. I make personal builds. For example, well, I necessarily can't spoil it because that's next. Because that should be one of the videos I will be focusing on within my next week. Unless you kind of like stay tuned. I mean, so if I could, I'd leave several links to things, but because I can't, because I don't actually have to link things properly just yet, I will be keeping it as how I do, and ooh, I'll be needing you. Because of course, actually, I don't understand why I'm still in the rags and not in that. No, you, and you. I mean, so if I needed to, I would be wearing clothes like the Thalmor robes, but they don't work with the kitty cat. Kitty cat. But yeah, that's kind of like the introduction of this stuff. Shouldn't come to too much, as I will be grinding my character, so if it's kind of like if I die once, the rule for me is that if I die a set number of times, I'll be restarting. Technically, I should have restarted at the first death, but then the Let's Play would get kind of boring, as it will be kind of like a repeat of the same stuff. And overall, until I get bored or do what I want to with the character, nothing's probably going to get done, as I'm a very risk-heavy person. Like what I just did. I literally just ran headfirst into a camp. luckily for me, I know what I'm doing in this, or so I think. Give me a second. Anyway, guys, I'm back. I had to quickly run an errand. Hang on, so what am I taking off you? It'll be that. Oh, and I still forgot.
Make a fine rock.
What was that? I'm sorry I couldn't hear him over the sound of my thunder going in his throat. This is, this may be, so where you see the darker side of me. I promise you not all my videos are. I swear not all my videos get dark. But it's only the ones that I get a bit distracted and then something, I suppose, will find its way to say, hey, look at this. Disenchanting, and adding onto the gloves. Actually, no, if I disenchant what I've got on, then my enchanting level's high enough and that actually doubles it. So I'll be needing enchanting training, so going all over into the enchanting. That's the thief. I need you. Oh, you actually waited here.
These are the Gorian stones. 3 of the 13 ancient standing stones that dot Skyrim's landscape. Mage, eh? Well, to each his own. It's not for me to judge.
I mean, so I think Gisaligo is Grand Mage, or Mage of Destruction in this language of Khajiit. Karjo is Wandering Traveller.
As far as I'm concerned, you've already earned your power. But until we get that confirmed by General Tullius, just stay clear of other Imperial soldiers and avoid any complications, alright?
No, I will do what I want. Be that as it may, continue. Oh, so you go off fighting pups. Shocking that this happened, but... Oh, no one! I mean, so this is going to be a longer video than normal, hopefully, if it will kind of like allow it, instead of the usual, you're only allowed 10 minutes worth of video. As my friend who does this can kind of like go up to an hour because he streams, but that's because he's streaming, he's not actually kind of like filming. Well, he's streaming, filming, technically the same thing. I don't necessarily care anymore. But, anywho, let's talk to you.
Ain't every day we get this. Had? Huh? I'd be glad to help a friend of Hadron. What? A threat? That explains what I saw earlier. You're right. I saw it. A dragon. Here in Skyrim. What's this world coming to? Where's the war? Not dragons. Trouble loves company, they say. The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever soldiers he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt. Like I said, I'm glad to help in any way I can. Help yourself
Essentially
to
some
whatever you need.
sellables. I'll be disenchanting that, not for the Death Hands enchantment, but because it'll increase my enchanting by a bit. I mean, so I can take all this and sell it back to him. Actually, this is where I'll get a decent
What you
price.
need, my friend. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
See, here, he sells enchanted things, which he doesn't really need. Is me. What stuff do I have to sell him? Well, I can sell him all the stuff that I don't necessarily need. I'll be keeping that because I need that for the enchantment. Now let's currently go to you and see what spells I can get off you. That's not raise zombie, because then again that.
Well, one of us has to do something.
Add
I
up.
said no. I don't know what you.
I think I have a few old spell books laying about. If you want more,
Clairvoyance, frostbite. Right, I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna find you. But now I can sell him all the stuff that I couldn't sell. Alvor. Which is essentially nothing. Nah, that's the only reason I needed it. See, technically, I can be wearing no armor, which... Actually, if I... Because I can sell those and go hooded Falmor style. It's 12% less the cost, 50% faster, 30 points.
I gotta get back to.
We know.
Cleaning the store. What a mess.
See what I mean? It kind of doesn't suit the kitty cat. But oh well, we're rolling with it. That's the only reason we're rolling with it, is because it's the only decent stuff we have right about now. And the reason why I'm going into alteration for oak flesh. Hang on, if I kind of go you. See, now I have an offensive and a defensive spell at the ready. So pretty much, I will be wearing armor, but with the oak flesh, I won't be needing it, because that would be an alteration. If I kind of like go to mage armor, they're twice as strong if I'm not wearing it. Stability, which means I get to do that, and I will be aiming for 100 on each tree. I'll also be going for this. Instead of going that way and fighting one wolf, well, technically 2. I'll be going here to... I won't be kind of like coming out with the thing, because I'm not going in that deep. I'm not even going in at all. Well, never mind the fact that I got a defensive spell, because I necessarily can use it. Well, I can, but I have to use it first, which, to be honest, kind of pointless. But, I'll be looking for the destruction person. That'll be Fraldia in the college. Or I can get my destruction from 15 to 30. If I have decent money. Which I'll be getting money from the Dark Brotherhood. I'll be saving up every septim. Buy a house, store it, put more in. Building a house would be too difficult for me. Valencia Farm, the farm of the giant. Let's quickly run up to it and shock the guy. Never mind.
Well, that's taken care of. No thanks to you. Certainly not. That's why I'm here with my shield runner. An outsider, an order of warrior, and we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. I'll take my leave.
I'm here to help.
Fight with us and you'll have stories to tell. Come up to Lord Vasker, if you're worth anything. Are you kidding? Haven't you heard the stories of Kovlak and Skjor fighting off 101 orc berserkers? Skjor says it was more like 40, but he's just being honest. Where else would I want it but here? Learning from them, fighting their sides. The Circle are the ones who parcel out the jobs. That's Ayla, Skjor, and the brothers, Farkas and Vilkas. Kovlak advises them, but he doesn't really give orders.
Getting tired of hanging around talking all day. Too confusing for me. Empire, Nords, Talos, who cares? Just tell me who needs bludgeoning. Godlak is the one who figures out who can be a companion, so talk to him. It's out of my hands.
I'll be getting coins from that. That's the only reason I'm doing this quest line. It's not a bad beginning quest line, because kind of like, you know, magic don't necessarily go well with it. But I mean, so if I use fists, which is kind of like why I have all spells favorited. Also, I'll be persuading the guards with some coin, so they I mean, so they usually don't allow Khajiits into the city, or so they say, but character, exceptions must be made, I suppose. But I mean, so I will also be doing the Civil War. I'm just not too sure what side to take. If you guys can kind of like figure that out before I do, then I will appreciate it.
City's closed with the dragons about. Welcome to Whiterun, Thran. Go right on.
See, easiest way to increase your speech. Persuade them with money. Bribing a guard. What bad can come of that? Well, unless it's real life, and, well, you're not going to get very far.
We'll pay whatever it takes.
I'll also
We must have
talk
more
to
swords
him
for the
later.
Imperial soldiers.
By later, I mean so whenever you guys figure out what side I should take within the Civil War. So if that means Empire, I'll join the Battleborns, even though that's kind of like so-and-so. Their name is completely different to mine. I am a bird. Well, I call myself bird because I am the meaning of a symbol of an end, or so I've been told by my friends and the like. So I picked the name because I got bored. Most people kind of keep asking me. I give them false answers every time. And that, and I'm alright. That, and I'm always ready to finish something. So if there's a fight that needs finished, I suppose I'm there for when my friends need me. 21 subs in, and like already trying my hardest to do as much as I can.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the prospective student, are you? Well, I'm afraid I'm not much good at teaching. You should try your luck at the... Take a look.
Not enough gold. What can I sell to you? Oh yeah, I forgot I can sell that stuff and then buy... Right. I need you. I have enough gold for you, but then I'd have one later. I don't have enough for you, definitely don't have enough for you, probably already got you, don't need you, don't need you. Can't afford you just yet, but I know you'll be here when I have enough money. Already bought you, you already have oak flesh, already have red zombie, don't have that, don't need that yet, I've already got that one, don't need that. Don't need that yet. Let's go for the one that I'd have 1 gold left over. Candlelight creates a hovering light that lasts for 60 seconds, so I now have 1 gold.
I'll put it simply. If the whole is faced with any threats or mysteries of a magical nature, hopefully that answer will satisfy
Meaning of this interruption. Jarl Balbach is not receiving visitors. You have got my eyes on you. What's the meaning of this interruption? As House Carl, my job is to deal with all, whatever you... I'm starting to think...
I want to hear what he has to say.
It seems this damnable conflict has claimed everyone's passions. I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. The city is also home to a priest, priestess, an alchemist, and I'm sure others who practice. Ah, that reminds me. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts? Well, let's see. Travel-stained clothes, worn souls, blank and unintelligent expression. Yes, in fact you do. Sadly, no. My work affords me few opportunities for such an adventure. Perhaps some hero will bring one to Dragon's Reach, like old Olaf, one I once did. What a fascinating conversation that would be.
Foreshadowing if you do the Dragon Ball quest
I
line.
said that was a tedious question, as long as I'm left alone to pursue. Now,